Alright, what's up? So the Florida scene is getting bigger and bigger, and that's why today I want to show you how to make higher beats for Bossman Dlow. Let's get it. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is set the BPM a bit higher. I usually do my Bossman Dlow beats around 155 to 170. Today I'm gonna go a bit slower, 156. Alright, and after that, what I'm gonna do is lay down a hard bass with keyscape. Just any hard piano. Alright, so I'll just lay down this melody. Sounds like this. Alright, so you can see, really basic, really easy pattern. Just hard shit and the tension here. Put those again here, really repetitive. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is layer another piano to have a more standing out melody, I would say. Alright, so this is what I laid down for my counter melody. Even pitch it up a bit. Put velocity a bit down. Alright, so now we got a really good bass for our beat. Let's mix these two things together. First the bass, piano. Add some Valhalla vintage verb. Usually like to use as a color now, mode room. Put the delay a bit down, the mix a bit down. It sounds like this. Now I'm gonna EQ it a bit. EQ the lows. And maybe add an echo boy. Turn this a bit down. Sounds fire. This also put hella verb on it. Hella vintage verb. And then now again, room. Put this really high. Add the delay to it, ping pong. I always try to play around with stuff. This way I did this in this octave and then this put way higher up. But now I gotta EQ the highs because it's too loud, and then maybe this can sound fire. So you can see it's this note. Put it a bit down. And now we got a fire sound. Add a bit more delay to it, a bit more verb to it. And maybe we can add a room on it. But before you EQ. And make it sound like it's in another room. This sounds really hard. This goes hard as fuck. Now we add a boo bass. Really need those in those Bossman Dlow beats. Put it in the key. So right here it will be A. This maybe is too much. Let's see. Yeah, like this sounds good. So to this, we can put this to turn the knob right here. Add some EQ maybe here. And a bit decapitator to make it slap harder. Like this really some sauce. The plugins from Sound Toys is really hard. Like you got Echo Boy, you got Decapitator. I think you also get crystals from him, Crystallizer. Like they make really fire plugins. So if you need higher plugins for mixing and shit, get Sound Toys, really good. Turn up the low cut a bit, the high cut, now it sounds like this. Alright, so for the next instrument we're gonna add a bell. Let's see if we can find one right here on my BAK bell. Let's get this, turn loop points off. Put one at the beginning. Right key, of course. Another one here. And one right there at the end. Because here, the bass hits at this note. Make them like this. Turn it a bit down. And add some more reverb to it. I love reverb. It's so hard. And then EQ. Just EQ the lows and the highs a bit. Now we already got this shit. Alright, after that, let's add some strings from expand. So we're gonna go here, expand, then it's called strings. Big soft strings are really good. And also those legato pads and strings. I'm gonna pick big soft strings. Make those really quiet though. Yeah, and just make it follow the root of the piano. So copy this over, put it up, delete those. Alright, that sounds good. We're gonna mix it later. After that, we can add another pad. So lit is a really good VST for this. You can see if I put it right here, it sounds like way too similar to the strings. So I'm gonna just leave it at D5. Now let's mix those. Also want this to have the room plugin. So it sounds like it's coming from somewhere else. And so it's a bit different from the pad. We're gonna up the highs a bit and turn the mids a bit down. And we're gonna do the opposite to the pad. We're gonna have the mid more plain. So now you can hear both perfectly. Put a verb on this. Maybe add ambience to this one. Alright, so the whole sample is mixed. You can level it a bit more. Alright, sounds good. So let's add some drums now. Gonna start with the hi-hats. This one's really clean. After that, we're gonna add a clap. Alright, so let's add some rolls to the hi-hat. And those Florida Bossman Dlow beats, this roll right here goes really hard. Like put this on the magnet, put this on 1 and 3 step. And then add the roll right here. It really goes hard. Not on every beat, but most of the time. It's already enough, we don't need more. Now let's add the 808. Put it in key, D. Again, like I explained in my last video, turn the boost a bit up. And the EQ, I mean it depends on the 808, but most of the times you need to put it more up so it slaps harder. Put a basic soft clip around this, default preset, don't change anything. And it goes really hard. Yeah, like this. I'll just add an 808 pattern. Alright, so you can see what I did here is add the 808s with the same space between them, because this also goes really hard on a Bossman Dlow beat. Yeah, this always goes hard. And then add an 808 at the end. Put in the key again. So now let's change it up a bit on this side. And what I did here, you can see, is put the 808 on a clap. That's also really hard. Like I do that also on my BAK Jay Type Beats. Really fire. Alright, so before we add more drums, I was thinking about adding a brass to this, because like Bossman Dlow beats and brass fit perfect together. Also from Expand. So let's see, brass and woodwind to produce a bass is really hard. Alright, make it simple like this. And then here at the end, we can change it up a bit. Maybe put it even up. Maybe like this, turn it a bit down. Just turn those a bit down, like this. I think it's too high, so we can make it like this also. And lower the velocity of this a bit. So now let's do the rest of the drums. Like we already got 808, hi-hat and clap. That's what I usually start with. After that we can add some perks. Like the normal perks. This one. This one. What else we got? Tick tick, this is also hard. And maybe a triangle. Alright, let's put some shit down. And we can also add this perk right here. Where is it? Also really hard. Alright, after that let's make the tick tick. Just at the end the small 3 notes. Then we got the triangle. I usually put those on the hi-hats like 3 to 5 and then make the velocity go down. I'm gonna show you. It's also a really cool thing to do. Make it also fast and make the velocity go down, like I said here. Okay, is that the right spot for it? Maybe let's try it at the start. Alright, what we got left? Tick tick we got. Triangle. So we'll add all of these down. And I feel like adding this wish thing really hard. And I usually put those on these notes. And just at the end of the pattern. And this needs more reverb. Alright, so I just leveled the sounds. One thing I noticed is we are missing an open head, like a cymbal thing, crash, and an open head. And to make the piano stand out a bit more, like the piano melody, let's root those. Add a decapitator also on this one to make it more distorted. I'm gonna show you what I mean. So you're gonna turn on punish. Like the average listener probably won't hear it in the like full beat whole song, but it's like a little detail that's doing really much. Some more distortion on that thing and it stands out a bit more. It's really cool. So yeah, now after I done this, just the whole beat. Alright, so now I'm just gonna arrange it a bit and then I'll see you. So this is what the arrangement for my beat looks like. You can see here in the intro, I removed the 808 from it, removed some perks. Also didn't add the counter melody yet. So it goes slow in here. Then it goes into the hook. This is the hook. Then the verse comes. You can see it's more empty and I put some hi-hat stops. After that, just copied it over again and copied it over again. For the outro, we can do this. Get automation clip on the master volume. And make it fade out a bit, like this. Sounds good. Put this down here. Added my producer tag, then I removed some reverb and some Valhalla room of the counter melody from the piano. So this reverb and Valhalla room. And yeah, this is how I do my Bossman Dlow beats. Thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more hard shit. If you want any tutorials on any beats, put it in the comments and I'll see if I make a video about it. And yeah, this is the beat. See you guys.